Okay, yeah,
Don't
okay.
you
No.
really feel?
No, don't.
I have been holding back.
No, so okay, I'm going to go back to my FT article. So take a European company, they've got to pay 15% tariff stuck on them now. Why wouldn't they, or would they not be concerned, right? US consumers aren't going to pay 15% more for my product or my good. So why don't we put the price up 5%, swallow 5% ourselves, and then on our European consumers, put the price up, I don't know, 5% again, and sort of
They would
spread
have
it
to
out that
cut the
way.
price. So, in principle, that could happen. So, European exporters could cut their prices 15% so that the price in dollars remains unchanged after the tariff. But there is no evidence that that's happening or that that's happened in any of these trade wars. So, if we saw that, then, fair game. Trump's winning. Europe is paying, but
You,
we're just not
you,
seeing that.
you were asking also about whether they might try to spread the cost by
Yeah,
like hiking prices elsewhere, which is like
globally.
another theory that's been sort of
Yeah.
going around. At the moment, we don't see any evidence of that. Like the broad kind of thinking at the moment is that it's going to be like, if anything, deflationary for the rest of the world. Like it's a negative demand shock for the rest of the world. So it's not like there's going to be greater demand to be able to sort of pass that on to the rest of the world. And it's a negative supply shock for the US, and you'll know how I hate negative supply shock.
I think that thinking comes from COVID because if you remember, the US pumped huge amounts of money into the economy. US demand for consumer goods went absolutely crazy, created all these supply problems all over the world, and global goods prices went up. So even in Europe, we were basically paying US prices for all of these goods.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just a different type of shock
Well,
completely.
that was a positive demand spillover, a positive demand spillover. This is the enactment of a negative demand shock on the rest of the world. So the idea that that would somehow mean that there would be the purchasing power in the rest of the world for that to for international corporations to sort of pass on to the rest of the world is fanciful. I suppose in the wider context of what I've been saying about how German fiscal policy next year, not this year, but next year, more than offsets, maybe there will be more purchasing power there.
Yeah.
But I just think it's such a sort of that's such a marginal argument in the context of the bigger shifts that are going on.
Right. We're going to have to move on.